And so one of the coaches advised that I send an email because I was getting frustrated with a couple of the parents for all the sideline coaching that they were doing. So one of the coaches suggested that I send an email out to the parents, to let them know that it's not okay, blah, 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 this and that and that. So before I even got the chance to craft my own email, she forwards me her own email that she sent to her parents at the beginning of the season. She says, I can kind of tweak it up, use it for myself. So I just take her email, copy, paste, send it out to the parents without reading it. I didn't read it, which was probably the worst mistake that I made because this lady has no chill. She has no chill. She just told the parents to F off, and if you don't like it, get out. Kind of attitude. And I know that's not something I would say. I wouldn't say that to a parent's face. But I sent out this email, and next thing I know, I show up to practice and I'm getting all these dirty looks from the parents, and I'm like, what's going on? Did something happen I wasn't aware of, this or that or that? And the club's technical director ends up having to call for a parent meeting or some of that sort. I guess some of the parents had went to complain about things they didn't like. They didn't like that I was doing. So we had the parent meeting, and funny enough, I didn't know what side the director was gonna take, but guess what he told them? The exact same thing the email said.
Right. I'm crying.
Exact same thing the email said. Exact same thing the email said.
But that's dangerous though. In America especially, because like elsewhere, it's not a cash business. Here, it's a cash. Well, it's not the same way to say. Here, especially where we live, it's money. Like that's thousands of dollars, and that's why they care so much for the 9-year-olds, because the mom's like, "Hey, we're spending this much money. I mean, why?"
Well, the thing is, even if you take the kid somewhere else, there's another parent that's gonna bring their kid over. It's always cycling. There was an event situation with 2 clubs recently, where the entire coaching staff of one club went to another club, and the entire coaching staff of that club went to the other club. And then half of the parents followed that coaching staff to the new club, and then half of the parents, and it wasn't like some planned event. It was like the director got fired, he took a staff with him, and then parents followed. The other director also got fired around the same time, and they just switched clubs, and he took his staff, and the parents followed. So, it happens like that. It happens like that. Parents are a difficult situation, especially when because the thing is, you have to understand that they're not coming from a bad place. They're coming, with the mindset of, I want to help my kids, and they want to do everything to help their kids. They have had their experiences in the past with coaches, with other coaches, with other teams. And they really don't know who you are, nor do they understand you. And they have their own opinions of things. So they're kind of coming in like, this is how things are supposed to be done. And then you add that to the amount of money they have to dish out in a season. I mean, it is not a joke. They pay a lot of money. They pay a lot of money. If I was paying that much money, I would want to have a say in whatever is going on in that environment or whatnot. So in that sense, I understand. But the difficult thing is trying to, I think one coach told me, he said you have to educate the parents like you educate the players. Obviously, you're not teaching them like you teach the players, but educate them in what is okay, what is not okay, and doing it in a way that doesn't insult them, right? Because they're not kids, although they do act like kids sometimes, right? They're not kids, and they do have reasonable worries. So as coaches, one of our responsibilities is to address that, and to try to settle them down, to try to let them know, hey, it's okay.
Thank you for listening to ToroFoot. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, and check out our other videos.